Hi, everybody. So today I have a joke for you, but first I'll just give you a quick update. It's after 1:30 a.m. in the morning, so not long after midnight, early Tuesday morning, and I got my workout in a little while ago. My workouts are going really well this week, and I've gotten everything in. So the title of this video will be something like a joke from being a Boy Scout growing up in Indiana, or something like that. I'll get it just right, when I actually write the title out. But this is a joke I heard at summer camp. So we had summer camp. I actually went 2 years in a row to summer camp. And it's Boy Scout summer camp. It's 1 week away from home, and you spend the whole time out there. And so we slept in these tents, and the floor was like a wooden pallet, and then we slept on cots, and the floor was like open. There was nothing on the floor other than the wooden pallet, so the air could circulate in and out of the tent through or under the floor. And I had a tent mate. He was 1 grade older than me, I guess about a year older, 1 grade up. And so he told me this joke, and I remember his name and everything, but I don't want to, spoil his privacy, so I won't tell you his name. But this was over in Indiana, and so I was probably between 5th and 6th grades would be my guess. And so anyway, yeah, that's probably what it was. And I also went to summer camp, Boy Scout summer camp the next year, but this was the first year. Anyway, that's where I heard the joke. So the joke is like this, and I had to change something, and I'll explain that as I go to make it more acceptable for YouTube, more appropriate. So anyway, there's this guy, and he's going to go to this really high office or something on this really famous, really high skyscraper. So it's an elevator joke. And so he's going to it's a really big famous thing. And I think in the 70s, this joke would have been told about the Empire State Building or the Sears Tower, which was later renamed the Willis Tower. That's the one in Chicago. And the Empire State Building is in New York. But basically, he gets on there. He's on the ground floor or whatever, and he's going to get on this elevator. And there's an elevator man who operates the elevator, so you can't just operate it for yourself. You've got to tell the elevator man what floor you want to go to, and then he gets you there eventually. So the guy in the story, and I'm telling you this joke in a way that will allow you to tell it to somebody else. And the punchline is going to be like a joke on the listener, okay? So I've kind of given a little bit of it away, but you'll figure it out too. You'll probably guess it before it's over. So the guy gets on the elevator at the ground floor. He's stepping in there, and he's talking to the elevator man, and he says, I want to go to this floor. It's way up there. Maybe it's over 100 floors up. I don't know what it was. And the guy says, okay, we'll get you there, just hang tight, hang loose, whatever. And so the elevator goes up a ways, pretty long ways. Some people get on, some people get off, and it goes down a ways. And the guy who got on the floor, he goes, well, what's going on? I'm trying to get to my floor. Why are we going back down a ways? And the elevator man just says, patience, fool, patience. And in the original joke, he doesn't say the word fool. He says something I'm not going to say here in my video, but I'll say what it is. So it's spelled, and I'm going to put an asterisk in there so you'll figure it out. He says, patience, Jack asterisk SS, patience. So patience, fool, patience, but he says that other word. So then the elevator goes down a ways, and then doors open. Some people get on, some people get off. And he reminds the elevator man. He says, well, let's get me to my floor, And the elevator man just says, patience, fool, patience. But he's using, when you tell this joke, if it's acceptable to whoever you're telling it to, you can use the JA. I gave it away. You know what I'm saying? So instead of fool. But anyway, so then the elevator goes way up for a while, and elevator stops. Some people get on, some people get off. And then the elevator man is operating the elevator. It starts to go way down a while. And the guy who got on at the bottom, asked him all this. He said, well, when are we going to get to my floor? And the elevator man says, patience, fool, patience. And then so the elevator goes way down a while, and then it stops. Some people get on, some people get off, starts going up. Said, when are we going to get to my floor? Or he says, are we going to my floor now? And the elevator man says, patience, fool, patience. And so the elevator goes way up for a while and it stops and it's not the guy's floor. And some people get on, some people get off. And then the elevator man is starting to take it way down a while. And the guy, he says, well, when in the heck, he's starting to get really irate and PO'd, he said, when in the world are we going to get to my floor? And the elevator man just says, patience, fool, patience. So this goes on and on and on. And you're telling this joke and you just keep telling it. You can put little variations in there. Like sometimes he says, like, when are we going to get to my floor? How, come on, man. But the elevator man always just says, patience, fool, patience. But it's the, the J word, the J blank word. So then you just keep telling. Now I'm going to cut in and say, this is you telling the joke, right? So this is how you tell a joke. You just keep telling this joke. And after some point in time, the listener will say, well, get to the point. When are we going to get to the point? When are we going to get to the punchline? Let's get to the point. Hurry up. And then you say, patience, fool, patience, or patience, the word I said to substitute for that. And that's the original joke. So the joke is, and it ends up being a joke on the listener. And there's a similar one. So it's this orange joke, and it goes, it's a knock knock joke. So it goes like this: knock knock, who's there? Orange. Orange who? Orange you glad? Wait a minute. I don't know if I goofed it up already. Okay, no, it goes like this. So knock knock, who's there? And he goes, banana. Banana who? And just said, never mind. So then he says again, knock knock, who's there? Banana. Banana who? Then never mind. Knock knock, who's there? Banana. Banana who? Never mind. So you're going back and forth. You know the knock knock joke, right? Like you say knock knock. Your recipient of the joke says, who's there? You say banana. The recipient says, banana who? And you say, never mind. Then you start it up knock. So you keep doing this over and over and over again. Finally, the guy says, the recipient of your joke says, well, when are we going to get to the end of the joke? When are we going to get to the point? I'm waiting for the punchline. Come on. And you just say, oh no, wait, I goofed it up. I already goofed up the joke. So no. So one time, you do this for a very long time. You can do it for like 10 times. You keep saying the banana part. And then one time he goes, knock, knock, who's there? You say orange. And the guy says, orange who? And you say, orange, you glad I didn't say banana again this time? But that's a little bit of a variation. But it's one of those patience jokes where the punchline is a joke on the recipient because, they've put a lot of patience into waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this joke to come to an end or, conclusion or whatever, it gets resolved at some point. So anyway, that's the joke. Like I said, my workouts are going really super well. And I remember the name of the guy who told me the joke and everything, but I don't want to tell you his name. But it was at summer camp, and we slept in these cots, and it was just all great. I really enjoyed summer camp the following year. My second year, I had a great time. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this, and it's over 8 minutes into this, and I'll be back again with another video later in the week. Thanks you so much for tuning in. Have a great time.